What is up, guys? Welcome to your 22nd intermediate Java tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to be going over the init method. And what the init method is it's pretty much, well, it is a method that is inside JApplet, so we inherit it by default, but what we're going to be doing is overwriting it and pretty much putting some stuff in it that we want to happen. So let's go ahead, and I already imported what I need to import and also extend JApplet because you obviously need to do that. And let's go ahead and build a program that takes two numbers from the user and pretty much adds them together and prints out the answer. So pretty much like a little mini calculator. So we first need a private variable, private double sum, because sum, seems like an appropriate variable name. And now what we need to do is overwrite this method init. So public void init, and it doesn't take any parameters. And what init is short for is initialization, or however you say it, irrelevant. And what happens is before your applet even loads or does anything at all, this is what happens first. So if you were building a calculator, before it even started calculating anything, what you need to do is get numbers from them to begin with. So let's go ahead and put string, I'll put fn for first number, and then go ahead and put j option pane. And you guys should know this from, hopefully you've been watching my other tutorials, so I'm not going to go ahead and explain all this. And just go ahead and put show input dialog, and this is pretty much like a prompt box, and the prompt is enter first number. So whatever number they enter, it's going to be stored in the string variable fn, and later we're going to be converting that string into a double. So go ahead and copy this and paste it right below it, and instead of fn, write sn, and instead of first number, write second. So now the first thing we built is we gave them two little dialog boxes, one place to enter their first number, one place to enter their second number. And in case they didn't know, they're going to be adding these numbers together. So now what we need to do is we have two numbers, but they're strings right now, and we can't add strings together. If we do, it just looks like one big string. So what we want to do is convert the strings to a double. So go ahead and put double n1 and set this equal to double dot parse double, and go ahead and write fn in there. And what this is going to do is take the string fn, which say it's like 17, and convert it to a double 17. So now we can do numerical methods on it. So let's go ahead and just copy this because I'm too lazy to type it all out, and paste this and put n2, and we want to convert the second number sn and n2. So now we can work with numbers instead of strings, which is a whole lot easier if we're building a calculator. So go ahead and take that sum variable, and I accidentally pressed the little button. So the sum is n1 plus n2. So easy enough. So now all we have to do is, once we got their numbers and converted them, just print the sum out on the screen. So how we do this with applets again is, and remember this is outside your init method, public void paint, and as your parameter graphics your G object so you can draw with it. And what do we want to paint? Call the superclass of paint, which is of course our G object is our argument, and then go ahead and put g.draw string right there, and it takes three arguments. The first one is what do you want to draw, and we'll put the sum is, and just put plus sum, and argument, the two other arguments are where you want it to be. So we'll put 25 and 30 so it appears somewhere in the middle of the screen. So just go ahead, and that's that. So let's run this, make sure you don't have any errors, and I'll go through it one last time. So here's my applet right here. Enter first number 95.8 and enter second number 42. Press OK, and it says in my little applet viewer the sum is 137.8. So pretty sweet. So one last time, here's how it worked. We inherited and extended everything we need to do. Then we created a blank double variable called sum that didn't store anything yet. That's why I called it blank. Then the first thing it does is it goes to this init method, initialize, however you say it. I can't even say it right now. And we pretty much got two variables, fn, which store the first number, and sn. The thing is, these are string variables, so we had to convert them to numbers. Once they were numbers, we can add them up in the variable called sum, and then once we had that sum, we just print it out using our paint object to draw it on the screen, or graphics object, I guess it would be called. So that's that, and that is how you use the init method to perform whatever you need to perform before the applet actually loads. So that's that for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're going to keep building some pretty sweet applets. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.